Hey, it's Arjun, CEO of Doola, and in today's video, I'm going to answer how much does an accountant cost? You're probably used to hearing that age-old adage, it depends, when answering cost questions. But when we're talking about business finances, we pride ourselves on giving accurate, not comfortable, information. The truth about accountants is that there isn't one fixed price, but the general fees span between $1,000 to $5,000 depending on the services provided. For you to get the best answer, you'll have to find a perfect fit accountant for your business and find out if they're the right fit for you personally as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Let's get into the details about accountants, including what to do, what accountants do, and how accountants work. First things first, when do you need an accountant and what does an accountant handle? I want to start by handling any confusion up front about the difference between a few common financial professionals that you've probably heard during your time doing business or doing research. A CPA or certified public accountant is an accountant who has passed the uniform CPA exam and is a licensed and registered CPA. You can determine a CPA's legitimacy by asking for their CPA number and verifying it on a site like CPA Verify. The main differentiator between CPAs and accountants is that CPAs can legally defend a tax return if the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, has any questions. All CPAs are accountants, but not all accountants are CPAs. An accountant is a financial professional who can perform a medley of financial responsibilities, such as financial audits, bank reconciliation, and taxes. There are 4 branches of accounting that both accountants and CPAs can work in: corporate, public, government, and forensic. Bookkeepers are more day-to-day financial specialists, helping manage a business's books through data entry, bank reconciliation, and managing financial statements and monthly reports. They'll typically work with daily finances as opposed to one-off projects like taxes or specialized financial projects. So, when's the right time to get what? You're not technically required to have any of these as a business owner, whether that's a CPA, an accountant, or a bookkeeper, at least when you start. But if you start hearing yourself say the following, you best be sure it's about time to explore your option. I don't have any time to track my books this month. I feel so behind. Tax season is coming up and I'm spooked. I tried doing my taxes myself once and it was awful. I can't have that happen again. I have some money available to reinvest in my business to make my life easier. And I know my biggest pain point right now is my finances. I never thought I'd get audited, but it happened. What do I do? I know my financial goals, but I don't really know how to put them into action, personally or for my business. I need someone else to help guide my decision making. Let's break it down. These pain points generally come in about one of 3 times: when a business owner needs special financial guidance, when a business owner wants to delegate their financial management, or a business owner has to do their taxes. I'm going to go more in depth into each of these scenarios. Let's say you're prepping for tax season. If your business is still in its first year or so, chances are you aren't thinking about hiring anyone, especially a business accountant. But those few months in early spring, when you have to prep for taxes, businesses large and small can benefit from a tax accountant's help. During tax season, tax accountants can help with everything from filing tax forms to helping with audits to organizing tax-related documents for you to better manage them in the future. The next scenario is when you're writing your business plan or managing a project. Even if you haven't made money yet, creating a strong business plan could make or break the trajectory of your business. Yet strangely, they're not required to start a business. It's up to you to take ownership of how you'll plan your business. Now, there isn't one singular way to write a business plan, but My Own Business Institute, MYOB, created a free business plan template that includes 2 major sections where a stable financial strategy can lead to success. Operations. This is where you'd write down how you'll be able to run your business day in and day out, like what money you're delegating to contractors or employees, or how much you're actually spending on business management tools. An accountant can help you visualize how much money is going out versus how much is coming in. Marketing and sales. This is where you'd write down how you'd market and sell the product or service of your business. If you've had a business for years, but are just now writing a business plan, you might have the budget to invest in paid advertising, more than you did when you started. An accountant can help you strategize the amount you're able to invest with the money you intake. When your business scales to a size where you're able to hire multiple part or full-time employees, a monthly accountant could help you organize your books and manage your spending, particularly if you lack the time to do it yourself. Think about having a monthly accountant like seeing a dentist. How many times have you gone to your yearly dental checkup just to be told you have to floss? But what if you saw the dentist not once a year, but once a month? Chances are you'd be flossing a whole lot more, knowing that you'll have to report to them at the end of each month with squeaky clean gums. Just like having a regular monthly reminder to floss, having a regular monthly reminder of your finances through a monthly accountant will keep you closer to your books than you realize. Plus, tax season can be more of a breeze as they already have the information they need ready to file. Next up, I'm going to dive into the accountant costs and other considerations of getting an accountant. Consider the different ways you offer your product or service, hourly or per project. If you offer a service, they could pay upfront or use an afterpay method if it's available. Accountants too charge differently depending on the type of project. Per project means some accountants charge a flat fee for one-time services for projects like business plan creation or tax filings. Per hour means some accountants charge per hour for more unpredictable time frames like business management, payroll, or bookkeeping. Per month, some accountants who get hired per month will work within a flat fee retainer basis. This is more common with larger budget businesses, as monthly accounting is typically needed for things like payroll. Small businesses can usually handle these tasks themselves at their start. What about the qualifications and experience of an accountant? Just like anyone you hire for your business, do your research. Look them up online, ask around for recommendations, and ask them personally about their years of experience and background with businesses like yours. Let me now recap the importance of accounting for your business. Sometimes you don't necessarily need an accountant at the start of your business. You'll likely see the need rise the more your business scales. In the beginning, you might just need basic bookkeeping software like QuickBooks, or Wave, or even a Google spreadsheet to track minimal transactions, or a bookkeeping service like Doola that can actually help you with all of these things. You can allow yourself to scale by knowing it takes time to hire more team members and instead hire a professional to help you with these things instead. And with that, here are the advantages of hiring an accountant. They provide sound financial advice for those times in between taxes when you're not sure about how to go about your business's financials. They've studied topics like business structure and how to scale, what to invest in, and which items to write off. Pro tip, while an accountant can give you financial advice, consider investing in a financial advisor who can recommend specific action steps to help your business. Accountants can also help with tax prep for both large and small businesses, including filling out tax forms, knowing what business type to file as, and how to maximize tax returns. Accountants could help you in a financial situation, like if you were to get audited. Just know that only a CPA can defend a return, not an accountant. At this point, you're probably, hopefully, sold on the value of having an accountant or a CPA or a bookkeeper. This is how you can actually find a business accountant. The first thing first is to ask for referrals. There's no better way to get unfiltered advice from friends and community members. Word of mouth is truly the strongest form of marketing, and that's never going to change. You can also search through a local Facebook group or ask a friend who they use for business accounting and whether or not they're happy with the work. You can check the directory of CPAs at the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants as well. You can ask business owners with a similar niche for their recommendations. Local recommendations will also help you understand your state laws, but also consider accountants who are familiar with working with businesses similar to yours. You can check the directory of CPAs at the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants as well. You can ask business owners with a similar niche for their recommendations. Last but not least, I'm going to run through some of the most frequently asked questions we get when it comes to accountants. How can I verify a CPA's credentials? Go to CPA Verify, which gets its data directly from each of the 55 boards of accountancy. Can I prepare my company's taxes myself? Yes, you can prepare your own taxes for your company. You are not required to pay for a CPA to do your taxes. Although I will say, this can be stressful and time consuming. And your time as a founder is the most valuable and high leverage time. So if you can delegate that to a professional who can do it better than you so that you can focus on what you do best, which is growing your business, I always think that is an incredible trade. How much does an accountant cost for a small business? Basic accounting ranges from $1,000 to $5,000, but it depends fully on the accountant's rate, their geographical location, and the scale of your project. i.e., is it solely taxes or are they putting together a large business plan instead? How much does US tax preparation cost? Each form on its own will likely cost a few $100s if you're paying an accountant or CPA to do it for you. You can also minimize costs by using tax software, which will cost significantly less. But the downside of this is that you're figuring it out how to do it on your own. That's a wrap. I hope after watching this video, you feel much better and you finally have an answer to how much does an accountant cost. With our full suite of bookkeeping, tax filing, and financial management software, we can help you manage your business's finances so you can focus on what you do best while Doola handles the rest. Thank you so much for watching. Do not hesitate to let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.